live. Live's always a little scary. Never know what you're going to say. SARS. Or do. But I am... this is just kind of a quick little... I'll stay on and I'll answer a few questions. I'll wave back to people and stuff like that. But I am at my church. New City Church in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I'm here. I'm going to be here for until 8 o'clock Mountain Time. Mountain Time, that's what's at, people. And we're collecting donations. And we are going to give these donations to people to kind of local schools. We have a program out of this church called Shine. And it combines churches with schools, schools in need of help. And so we started out doing our church out of Mission Avenue Elementary in the gymnasium. Well, it started out in a house before that, but we did it there for a while. That's where I joined. And so we're big on kids. We want to make the church the best place for kids to grow up. We want to make it safe for them. We want to make it fun. We want to make it a place where they feel safe and can be fed and can be heard, and because they're our future. And so that is what New City's, we have a whole bunch of slogans. We've gone back and forth. No perfect people allowed, so you're all welcome. All things made new, which is what Jesus is doing and has done. And then we got, and then specifically, I think because of a number of experiences of the people in this church, both in leadership and in, high-ranking positions. Not that, elders and administrators, as high-ranking as that is. A lot of responsibility, though. We're big on kids. And, we have a number of kids who are adopted and who have been fostered. We have a number of adults who have gone through that situation. And so kids, that's our thing, man. And I got 3 of them, and I get it. And Albuquerque is not exactly, we're not at the top of the food chain in terms of places for kids to be raised in. And we want to change that. We want to be good news to our community. And so I'm here at New City Church, which is kind of at the corner of Academy in San Mateo in the strip mall. And I'm waiting here for donations. I'll be here until 8 p.m. So if you want to donate for us to then give back to the kids of, at this point, it's kind of anyone who needs it and anyone who asks for it. But a lot of families at Mission Avenue Elementary have been asking for it. So that's what I'm doing. So if you want to stop by, I can't hug you. I can't shake your hand. But give you a air hug, air high five, as lame as that is, and just say thank you and everything else. Donations would be, we'll take money, but we're really looking for food. We're looking for anything, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, which is hard to come by these days. But non-perishable food items, no booze. But canned vegetables, just stuff that lasts, stuff, as healthy as you can get. I'd rather have a box of saltines than Cheetos, I think. But we just want to feed these kids. We want to make sure they know that they're loved and that we're thinking about them. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm inside. I'm just kind of waiting around. The sun's going down. So now I'm looking at, do we have an Amazon list? We don't have an Amazon list. That would be an interesting thing. Let me run that by some of the people here. But, I encourage you, if you're not in New Mexico, I encourage you to reach out and find out how you can help your community as well, as best you can. I'm going to stop trying to say, When was the last time you watched Roswell? I don't know. Me and Majandra might have something planned. We have Baron and Toluca, and that's going to happen. That's happening. We're making it happen. We might have something planned for the quarantine. We're kind of working on it. Don't say to make the best of it. Hi from Italy. Oh, God bless you, Italy. I understand you guys, we've all been reading about you and everything else. Stay safe, stay quarantined. I don't pee in the shower. I do. But thanks for the shout out for B&T. Yeah, still wait. I know, Lisa. I know. I'm still waiting on B&T too. We're gonna make it happen. I did say Academy in San Mateo. Do you watch the new Roswell NM? I've tuned in for about 30 seconds, and both times, twice I think, and both times it wasn't the show I imagined it to be, I suppose. From Arkansas. All right. Austria. Good. But whatever you guys can do, obviously stay safe, stay indoors, and just kind of help out anywhere you can. It's tough. How long have you been going to your church? I volunteer with kids too. I've been going to this church since I've got here, pretty much. I tried out a couple other churches, but I'm always that guy who chooses a church in like the basement or like the ballroom of a Hilton, or something like that. And so this church has been growing a little bit. We're still a relatively, I think, small to medium-sized church, probably about 150 to 200 people. But that's the community aspect of it, and I think that's what church should be. Donations after today. We will be taking donations after today. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's all Unreal Fehr. And I'm going to be sending out some stuff, even Facebook, which is Brendan Fehr with the check mark. And I'm going to be sending out some more information. Live with Majandra? Maybe. We're working stuff out. Long weekend. It was a silly film. Understood. What state do you live in? I live in New Mexico, where we're trying to secure some donations of food for kids who are going hungry, who aren't in school. I will say this, APS, we have 89 Albuquerque public school system. We have 89 schools who are providing children with breakfast and lunch during this time. And the problem is, I think, over the course of the weekend, if we can provide something with them on Fridays, which is kind of our goal going forward, our goal mean my church and Shine Elementary and everything else, we're going to try and do that. What denomination is my church? Non-denominational. I'm a big non-denominational guy. Denominations are man-made. Anything man-made tends to break, including men. So, what else? I don't know. I'll take a few questions here. Love from England. Stay safe. You as well. You were the best in Roswell. I was just reading. I wasn't making a statement. How are you taking all this quarantine? You got to do it. I mean, I think for me, part of being a good citizen, especially part of being a good Christian, is looking out for the community, looking out for others, for the weak, for the disenfranchised, for the bullied, and everything else. And I've been fortunate in my life, and even in my tough times, which, to be perfectly honest, the last year and a half has not been great. But even in my tough times, I've been more fortunate than most others. And so my job is to rely on God, and I think He's going to make sure I have what I need. Not always what I want. And He's given me, probably more than I need in life. And I just want to pass that on to others as best I can. It's not my forte. I'd rather just crawl up in a shell and do my own thing and not worry about other people. But that's not what I'm called on to do. So I'm trying to be better than I am. What was the most memorable scene that you filmed for Roswell, looking back now? That's a good question. 285 South I knew was going to be something. Sometimes you have a feeling. But Independence Day, again, I mean, it's all selfish stuff, right? It's all stuff about Michael Guerin. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm the right person to ask that. Well, I am, if you're asking my opinion, but I'm not sure my opinion counts for much because I'm just going to kind of be selfish about it. Where can I send stuff from here in Kentucky? If you're in Kentucky, a cup of spontaneity. I would worry about your people in Kentucky. Not to be a dick about it, but there's people in Kentucky who need your help as well, and there's people in New Mexico who need your help. So if we start changing our neighborhoods, if we start working out, to the ends of the earth and not worry about the ends of the earth, I think we'll arrive at a better place, because we're always looking for that big splash. We're always looking to do big mission trips to, Africa and India and all these, Trinidad and the Dominican, which absolutely have their, which has value, but I think we often just forget about our neighbors. Do you know the people beside you? Do you know the people who live 3 doors down from you? Do you know what they're going through? Do you know what they need? And I think we start small in this, because all the little small stuff will add up, because then they'll start looking a couple doors down, and they'll start looking a couple doors down, and it's literally the way this virus spreads is from one person to the next person you contact to the next person you contact, and that starts going exponentially, because 1 turns into 3, turns into 9, turns into 9, and there are 3 people, 20, 81, and 81 turns into whatever. And I think, just taking a look at the way this virus spreads, we can spread good news that way. We can spread a lot of things that way. If it's just one person at a time coming into contact with 2 or 3, we can make a big difference. Give us a quick tour of your house. I'm not at my house. I'm at my church, man. I'm waiting here for donations. That's the tour. Don't want to touch too much stuff, right? Favorite thing about night shift? The people, the cast and the crew. Jeff, Gabe Sachs, Jeff Judah on down, Jill Flint, Owen Mackin, J.R. Lemon, Robert Bailey, Gina and Freddie. Oh man, if I forget someone, I'm going to be in big trouble. Danielle, it was the people. What other ways? We do have a website. The website is newcityabq.com, I think. It's got this. Hold on. Let me see what we got here. Here we go. See, we're trying to be good news, all right, to our city, the people around us. And it is newcityabq.org. That's it. newcityabq.org. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. But we invite you down. We're not doing church on Sundays. We're doing it on the interweb. So there's some information there. How's B&T coming along? B&T is, any news about it's coming. It's coming. It's going to happen. There's a time limit on it. We're not getting any younger, but we are definitely still working on this a lot. I know it's reversed in the video, Lisa. I know, but I can't do anything about it. I don't have a mirror. But newcityabq.org. Night Shift Season 5, that's not happening. We're done and gone with that. What else? What else do you guys want to know? We do, this coronavirus thing obviously has slowed down Hollywood and slowed down any decision making in terms of B&T to ask, to even try to crowdfund right now, I think is a disaster, because people are obviously not working. They're not earning their wages. They're not getting their tips. And, hey, we got someone coming to bring groceries. So, yeah, just drop them there. I'll pick them up. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got a few more. Oh, okay, great. There's one. That's good. She dropped off some bags. We're going to feed some kids. This is awesome. What else? What were you asking me? B&T, it's happening, but everything's slowed down right now. There's just nothing happening. So we're trying to do everything we can in the meantime to kind of when things start ramping up to be able. My phone's dying. This is a disaster. Hold on, I got a plug here. Plug. Excuse me, I might be missing some things. Was Roswell filmed in Roswell, New Mexico? No. The original Roswell was filmed in Los Angeles and looking for a plug, and Covina. That's all that really matters. I don't really give two craps, I suppose, where the new Roswell is filmed, do I? Goodness gracious, what is going on here? I can't even, there we go. But good for them. What do you think would have happened if Night Shift had a season 5? That's a good question. I don't know. I actually don't know what Drew's story was to be. So that's up for grabs, I suppose. Best of your imagination. I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. Family's doing fine. They send me out, basically. I'm the only one that goes out to get killed by the zombies and stuff like that. So I leave my wife and 3 girls behind at the house, and I get to experience the world, but we've kind of limited it to one messenger, deliverer, gatherer type deal. And that's me. I know Jason is going to be in the new Roswell. Are you? Jason is going to be in the new Roswell. I am not going to be. They haven't asked me, so I'm definitely not going to be. Where'd you get your Vancouver hat? I'm from Vancouver. I ordered this. It's the Millionaire's hat. I don't know where I ordered this, but I'm a Canucks fan. I'm from Vancouver originally as well. Husband is Latin for pack mule. That's about, maybe. I literally pray every day for you and Majandra to reunite. We are reunited. Maybe not the way that you're praying for, but we are one team. We are one voice. We are going forward with B&T. Can I help in any way with videos for the kids? I'm a 3rd grade teacher in Florida. I don't know. I don't exactly know what you're asking there. Can you help our kids? I don't know. I would say as a teacher, you're one of the good ones. I was going to be a teacher. I wanted to be a math teacher. It never quite worked out. I'm doing this instead. But you guys you're so much more important than we give you credit for. You're you are going along for the ride with the future of our kids, right? You're steering them. You're opening their worlds up to different things and helping them realize to, think differently or just to understand all those concepts. I don't know. It's just it's incredible, and it's a reason that just that interaction, that people thing, that I was that really interested me to becoming one, and instead God kind of led me on this, and now I'm telling stories, but it's still a people thing. Jason, Shiri, and Jason and B&T, please, if we ever get it off the ground and they want to be. I'm pretty sure Jason would do it. We get a pretty good relationship. I could probably convince him with after a few glasses of tequila and whiskey. DM me if you have any questions too on Instagram. It's totally open. So DM me if I'm not getting to your question or anything like that. How long have you been married? 13 years, 2006, going on 14 years. What else? What else are you guys asking? I just hope you guys are all keeping safe and doing your best to, as they say, flatten the curve. What is B&T? Can someone tell this person what B&T is? Oh my goodness. Go to baronandtoluca.com. BARONANDTOLUCA.com, and you'll find out everything. How long have you been Christian? I've been, kind of my whole life. I mean, I grew up in a Christian family. I've always held Christian values. I've not always abided by them. Still don't. I fell a little away from the church when I first moved to Los Angeles. I thought I knew enough who I was and what I wanted that I didn't have to go to church. And I quickly found out that wasn't the case. You got to surround yourself with the people that are going to keep you in check and that are going to call you on your shit, to be perfectly honest. And I didn't have that. And you got to be in the Word of God. You got to be hearing the Word of God. I mean, what you feed your eyes and your ears is kind of what you're going to put out there. So so I fell away for a little bit and then realized I didn't like the path I was taking and got back into it. And I asked myself a bunch of questions during that time, and you're still going to have doubts, but I don't want to say I hedged my bets. I'm in 100%. I believe Jesus Christ is the Savior of the world. I believe He's defeated everything from death on up. And I'm good with that. So He's got me. He'll never forsake me. I grew up in a Mennonite family. Well, yeah, because your last name's Weeb. My mom's last name was, her maiden name was Weeb. Yeah, a big giveaway there. Weeb, Ents, Penner, Dick, Freeze, Froze. What else do we have going here? So we got a few. I got to eventually get those. I'm just making sure they don't get stolen. It is Albuquerque. As much as I love this city, we have our problems. Do I miss Canada? I do miss Canada. But I love the place I'm in right now. I really do. And I want to make a difference wherever I am, whether it's Canada or America or New Mexico or Vancouver or whatever the case may be. What else? What are you guys doing during this whole fiasco? I do hope you take it seriously, though. You might not feel like you're going to be the one affected by it, but there is a ripple effect to this thing. Have I been to Brooklyn? I have been to Brooklyn. I don't know anything about it, though. Favorite band or artist? Metallica. Come on. Christianity's a marathon. You may stumble. Oh, well, yeah. I got scraped knees that are never going to heal. Not even from praying, from stumbling. That's the problem. Working out every day via YouTube. Nice work. You got to work out every day. I'm coming out of this leaner, stronger, fitter. That's my plan. I've been eating a little too much queso. Oh man, queso is good. When you get the right queso, I'm not even going to tell you the kind, because people would kill me. But Tostitos, that's the best queso. I'm just going to say the medium. Oh, so good. But I'm coming out of here leaner, stronger. Look up some stuff. Maybe we'll do some, Eric the trainer has some great, my trainer back in LA is the kindest, gentlest, most sweetest, beautiful man on the planet. Eric the trainer has some stuff online that you could possibly take a look at. Follow him, ask him lots of questions. Quarantine equals lots of sex. Don't know about that. Now with all the kids in the house. I agree about the queso. There you go. It is the Tostitos queso is good. Okay, people aren't. I'm not getting dragged over the coals for this, so that's pretty solid. I'm cute and sweet on Roswell. Michael Guerin, not cute and sweet's never been the thing he's been called, but that's pretty cool. So for all you people out of work too, we're going to say prayers for you. For all the people, I've been out of work for way too long than I can remember, but it's a little different out there for all you guys who work the 9 to 5 and don't have this gypsy circus job that I do. But I can't stop knitting socks. Knit socks for kids who need them. There you go. Pray for all you guys for your jobs, that you get them, that you have enough money to survive, that you get by, that you have friends and neighbors, again, that will help you if you need it, and if your friends and neighbors need help, that you guys can help them as well. Poland. Hello, Poland. People are sending me live requests to be in my live video. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've never invited people to that. Work from home. Try to be safe. Tostitos queso is my addiction. I'm telling you, man, I should really get some advertising for this. It's just one little thing. Nick from Forsaken was better than Michael. Could Nick turn into an alien hunter? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? All right, I think a reboot of the original Roswell, they kind of already done that. Unfortunately, in whatever, doing their thing. Tostitos and Snapple. Does the Snapple have vodka in it? That's the one thing Michael was really missing. His entire we were in high school. They couldn't have done that. But we were sleeping with each other, which is... People do. What? I'm out. Okay. Where is Majandra? I don't know where Majandra is. She's at home in Maine. Probably. She's making you look at her bathroom in her living room and all her renovations and the beach that she lives out in front of. Yeah, I know. No, I'm mad at her too. She never talks about me. All the nurses and the frontliners out there, doctors, emergency care, anything else, God bless you guys. Do you have any relationship with Majandra? Yeah, I do. Take a look at Baron and Toluca. Again, DM me with any questions that I can or may not or can answer. I don't know. Depends on what the question is. Majandra and her Instagram stories. They're incredible. Incredible. Giving her a hard time. Who put you in touch with Roswell Audition? I originally auditioned for Max, and I really wanted to get Michael. Just my agent in Vancouver. And then they had me audition for Michael, and I auditioned with Carly Pope, who's a good friend of mine, who ended up getting popular. And she was going out for Liz, and I was going out for Max. And I really wanted Michael, and so I auditioned in Vancouver. I think I auditioned in front of David Nutter in Vancouver, but I could be wrong. But once I got to Los Angeles, he came to... I don't know where. I'm always wrong with these things. The story's kind of right, but I always frame it. But everything else is totally incorrect. I feel like he came to my hotel room, or he came where I was, whatever, and he said, "You're going to audition for Michael tomorrow as well." And I was like, "Yes, that's the guy. That's the one I want." And so I went in. I had my cowboy hat on, and I was totally sunburnt. I was red as a tomato, and walked into there and auditioned for... I think I auditioned for Max first, and went fine, good, and then walked out, and they're like, "Okay, whatever, and we'll give you 20 minutes, we'll call some other people in, and then you're coming with all the Michael people." And I auditioned for Michael, and landed it. Life changed. Christmas Kiss, that's a good one. I could do Max. How dare you? I could have. It wouldn't have been good. As good. And Michael was my guy. I don't know what they had us read. Any Marvel prospects? Oh, I wish. Oh, Marvel. I've been in 2 of them. How those came about were both super interesting. So that's a story for another time. What else? A lot of people say they love my acting. I appreciate that. I'm trying to become better at it. Again, we're at New City Church in New Mexico, Albuquerque. It's reversed, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're collecting donations for kids. If you can't make it down today, that's okay. But if you can make it down at some point, today before 8 p.m., and I'll keep you updated on my social media about some other stuff. I'll retweet stuff from my church and both the schools that we support through my church for the kids and the families who are having a tough time during this Pandemic. I guess it's a pandemic. How did that come about? X-Men, the X-Men role. I got a call. The X-Men role came about because I got a call on Wednesday from an executive at Fox. Man, I wish they would call me now. I think it was a Wednesday, and he said, hey, we just shot a whole bunch of scenes from X-Men, and we had the tech guy, the technical assistant guy, just step in, and we just put him in front of the camera, and he only had 3 or 4 lines to say. And we thought it would be fine. And I guess they looked at the footage and it wasn't fine. So he called me and he said, we have to reshoot this, and we got to reshoot this tomorrow. Do you want to come in? And I said, well, like, what's the character? And he was like XO Commander. I don't know. I was like, how many lines? He's like, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. I don't know. And I was like, he was like, just do me this favor. And we have Michael Ironside coming in for the other guy because they put in some other non-actor in another role that didn't work out. We have Ironside coming in, and I knew Ironside from having golfed with him on a few occasions, and I really liked him. I was like, all right, I'll go in and do it. And so the next day we went in and we reshot for 18 hours, all 3 minutes of that scene, maybe longer. They treated us great. It was wonderful. But that's kind of how that came about. I was hoping it would turn into something different. Don't do favors expecting stuff in return. It doesn't always happen that way. But I had been an asshole earlier on in my career. And things really worked out for me when I was. The nicer I've gotten, the less jobs I've gotten. So, I don't think nice guys do finish last. I think they'll eventually finish first. But, yeah, I always look back on that and like, maybe I should go back to that guy. What's your favorite night shift moment while being on? I don't know. That's a good one. I have a few. Anything with Jill was always a great moment. She's still one of my, best friends and good buddies, and I miss her to death. And the stuff with Kyla. Yeah, it is Kyla. I was like, Kayla? Wait. We're always special, just because I know they say don't work with kids and adult, but when you work, or kids and pets, but when you work with a kid like that, she was incredible, and I just love kids, and so I thought that was a lot of fun. Wisconsin. Any props that you kept from Roswell? I got a bunch. I still got scripts. I got shirts. I got my rings. I got my pocket watch. I got my chain. I got some good stuff. Wipe down donations. Thank you. I will. How'd you enjoy your role on Bones? Good. I loved it until they killed me. Between that and CSI and everything else, I think I reaped what I had sowed earlier on in my career. Don't ask me why. I actually think I'm kind of a nice guy, but man. What else? I think I'm probably gonna shut this down. So again, right now we're at. I'm here collecting donations at New City Church, San Mateo and Academy in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Come by, drop off some donations. We'll take food or money, but this is specifically for food. But don't say no to money. And this is for the kids at. I think there's a couple families that. Well, there's about 9 or. It might even be 15 at this point. Families at Mission Avenue Elementary School that's close to our hearts, whose family needs help, and so that's who we're passing it on to. So if you come here before 8:00, we'll accept them. We'll get them to those families. If not, I'll keep you posted on other means that you can help out. If you're not in New Mexico, please seek out a church or a school or some charity in your neighborhood where you can help out your neighbors and your fellow citizens during this time, no matter race or religion or age or gender or sexuality or whatever else. We're people. We're all God's people. We all need help, and we all should be looking after each other at this point. No hugs. I'm a hugger. No handshakes. But please continue to help out your fellow man, and that includes, and women. Man was... and stay safe. Stay quarantined. All right. God bless you all. Where's the button to end this? Boop. Oh, there's an end in this corner. See ya.